So it is Thursday now, 29th or 30th of May, and I think the video the other day it was raining out, and then of course yesterday it was like 50. So this spring, I keep saying it, it's getting obnoxious about how wet it is. It's just unfriggin' real. So I've decided this morning to start making the SOS calls to see if there's something else I can go do, because I'm looking at the extended forecast and it just doesn't look like it's getting any better. I mean, it's nothing that great. And this job, it's sandy, and there's some good ground in here, but you just got to go through so much wet area to get to it. There's so much water everywhere, and just this yard. Last thing I want to be doing is dragging, yards of mud out into the state highway. So anyways, I got fuel this morning just because I didn't know what else to do, and I was like, I'm gonna try to work today or not. So I'm gonna put fuel in the harvester. Just I don't like driving around with it in my truck. So, and then I'm gonna get backed up in here. Then I'm gonna go over to. So I've got a couple, plan A and plan B. So basically, this is my job, which I also do not want to, any unwanted attention here, because I need to work. So I got a couple different things going through my head. So one of them is to find a job that we can go operate right now. And you can just tell all this is, it's not standing water here, but it's just all slop. So is to maybe go find a job to do right now that we can operate, rather than keep hemorrhaging money and stuff, and then leave this job until it's ready to be worked, or do it in the winter. Have Wes go in and forward all the logs so none of those go bad, and then if it gets dry enough this summer, maybe either come back and finish it, or I'll just bring Wes back and have him forward all the rest of the wood. So I'm gonna fill up the harvester with fuel, get that on my truck. Don't like driving around with it. And then I'm gonna drive up to Sunday River. So one of the options is Sunday River, where I was last winter. And the good thing about that is it's more industrial, and the yard is an overflow parking lot up there. So it's just a big gravel yard that they use for extra parking and dumping brush and stuff. And the other option is a job down South Bristol, which is way down on the coast, on the ocean, which is all ledgy. It's only 20 acres, but if we did that job, it might give us enough time so that this was ready, and that might be better, because the one in Sunday River is 100 acres. So which I suppose we could move there and do some of it and then come back and do this. But I know, you look at this ground and you can see the highway right there. I just know that, it's just being a nightmare dragging all this shit out into the road. That would cause troubles quick. So anyways, I'll be back. Yeah, you can see, it's not sloppy right now, but it's that sticky kind of wet topsoil that, it's sand right underneath it, but it might be all right now. But if it was any wetter than this, or the truck gets rooting around, it's gonna be all right out in that road right there, and that does not make me excited. So Get people complaining. I'm sure DOT would be right out here. It would not be good. So getting fuel, and then we'll get on the road. So I'm back. It is Friday now. I didn't get any video of the job up to Sunday River, but the wood was pretty good, and the ground wasn't bad, but they're still behind us, so it was better ground than where we're at, just better drained and a little higher, a little more rock. So apparently sandy ground is only good until it gets so saturated. So now I'm traveling through, I think I'm in Farmingdale right now, and in a second we're about ready to cross over the Kennebec, which is a big saltwater river that comes up from the ocean. So we're heading down to Bristol, which is down on the coast. So here's the Kennebec. Big, I don't know how big it looks on camera, but big saltwater river. Must be low tide right now, so this river drops quite a bit on the tides. So, and then we'll head down here to Wiscasset and cross another, I think it's actually the ocean. It's actually a pretty long bridge. So here we are coming through Wiscasset. We're about ready to cross this big bridge. So they must be doing some road work here, but you can see that big bridge there. This isn't a river. I guess this is, I don't know, whatever you'd call it, like it's not a cove, but harbor or port or something. So, but it's kind of nice little place. I haven't worked down here a lot. There's a sailboat, some old-fashioned one. Pretty good-sized bridge, and then not too long after this, we'll take a right and head down towards Bristol. Well, just leaving that job in Bristol, there's part of the ocean right there, or cove. I forget what they called it. I can't remember now, but anyways, there's always some sort of issue. It's not bad wood, but it's just like a little windy coast kind of. Probably always used to be camps in there, and there still is, and there's a few houses, but it's definitely not a road that tractor and trailer is going to get in and out of easy. It's real narrow, and they're going to have to build a yard off of that road, which you'd have to have a mile long entrance to the yard to get a trailer turned around. And there's a corner that I think the truck's going to have problems on. So basically, you need a triaxle. If you could have a triaxle doing the trucking, there'd be no issue with trucking. But then there's the other issue of coming down. Like this road's not bad, but you have to come through Newcastle, which is one of those coastal communities that has a lot of tourism in the summer. So as I was driving through there, I'm going like, how in the frig are you going to get a low bed through here? The crosswalk sign, if you can't get around that, you're going to drive over that just getting down here. So I think in order to do this job without a bunch of issues, you need to be doing it in the fall or winter or early spring if the conditions are right, where the tourism is not happening. So I'd like to just run down here and do it because it's not bad ground and the wood's not bad, but I just foresee a lot of other issues, and it's not a very close drive. So, but you got to look at them to see what they are. So anyways, I I don't know that I'll be rushing down here to do this one, so I was hoping it would be more cut and dry, but it's not, as usual. So anyways, so we're gonna see what the weather does with Wayne. Maybe it'll change around here. Maybe it all works out for the better, that we're not jumping around, and if so, Sunday River is a lot easier. So we'll see what happens. We'll catch you later.